bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Fires to the big fella. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Vols will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it behind the line. It's Sanders. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving. He just works to get himself open, to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get it on the ground at the 41.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Throwing right. Rolls it in. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. On the direct snap, it's Peters. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
That's was a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And with that stop, we are headed for the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Tight end now in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's the pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Might be changing the route. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Volunteers want to move quickly. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The Volunteers look to keep this drive humming. A terrific throw that time, and when you play quarterback here, there's a pretty rich legacy to try to live up to.
And just finding that guy.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Open space at the 25. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple of times and they've been sacked a couple of times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
And he feels the heat Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Vols will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the 1st down. This offense has it with really good field position. Making side adjustments here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive. You'll have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Peters. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And man, the defense really needed to stop them. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Off-play action on 1st down. And his first throw here is incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window is going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Cotton. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This time on target. Continues to fight for yards. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. On target over the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On the move, he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Complete in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Fires it incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Motion from the back. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw again. Looking to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know what the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up by 21 over UNLV. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Direct snap. It's Fox. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Hits the afterburners. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. The Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground to cover. Pick up the 1st. Caught behind the line. It's Sanders. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a 1st down, and it'll be 4th. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Touchdown ball! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Runs through the tackle. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Running on the Jets. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. Gets away from one. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Caught in the backfield in Sanders. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Vols moving quickly to the line. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the run, still looking. Finds space on the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Vols are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Going deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They want that clock to run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers to football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get him in the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll send the tight end in motion. Barrels ahead. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Tennessee, 28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds a man on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's a heat. Steps away. He'll throw it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And the Volunteers in the hurry up. They'll run play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
At the 41-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
At the 24-yard line. When you're good enough.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Gets it out quickly. He's into the end zone for the 2, and they get a little bit closer. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Going over the top. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. There's no reasonable explanation for what just happened outside of something nefarious. Just threw it in reverse and said, hey, I want a safety.
And these quarterbacks, they know they're playmakers, and they can make big plays, and so that you see more dancing nowadays. And he's dancing. He's got his dancing shoes on. He's going backwards and moving around, but at some point, we got to know to pull the trigger, throw the football away, not keep floating all the way back to the end zone, getting tackled, and giving up the save.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for